Good morning. My name is Tina Bradshaw Smith, and I greet you in the name of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, who is the head of my life and all of my being. I am a member of Shiloh Baptist Church, and believe it or not, a third generation member of Shiloh Baptist Church on 9th and P. I am currently a health education teacher at Wilson Senior High School, which will be named Jackson Reed High School in the very, very near future. I want to talk to you this morning about taking care of your temple. You know, 1 Corinthians, the 6th chapter, 19 verses 19 through 20 say, "Or do you not know that your body is a temple of the Holy Spirit within you, whom you have from God? You are not your own, for you were bought with a price. So glorify God in your body." Think about that as we explore the following objectives. Consider the factors that influence food choices. We're also going to explore some tips for healthful eating. We're also going to identify various techniques that will assist in learning how to relax. We will also practice at least 2 of those techniques. And last but not least, I really want you to try this, to decide on at least one of the techniques that I will give you. And try to do it for maybe 1 week. You never know. It may become a habit. Now I have a question for you. How do we stay healthy? Just think about it. I want you to jot some of your answers down. Just think about, oh, what do I do to stay healthy? I don't know. I don't know what I do, Tina. It just comes as second nature. As you're thinking about it, I'm going to give you a little bit of my list. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe eating a healthy diet. Okay. What else? Consume less salt and sugar. Wow, that's hard. Reduce the intake of harmful fats. Yeah, okay. Avoid harmful use of alcohol. Don't smoke. Be active. Also, check your blood pressure regularly. At least once a month. Better once a week. And then last but not least, this is on my list, get tested and vaccinated. We are in a time where we don't know what's going to happen. So this is my list. I don't know, some of you may have the same things. Some of you may have some different ones. But let's try and figure this out. I will be candid with you. This is the hardest thing for me to do, to talk about something that is really passionate for me on video. But we're going to make it through. With God's help and your help and our wills, we're going to make it through. All right, so now let's think about this. We eat the way we eat because of what? Hmm. That's why I named this slide, Why We Eat the Way That We Eat. Hmm. There are a lot of factors. There are about 6 of them, in all honesty. There are about 6 factors that tell us why we eat the way we eat. First one, just because we're hungry, you know, we need energy and nutrients to survive. So we will respond to the feelings of hunger and satiety. I mean, I'm hungry, so I need to eat. Basic. Taste. If I don't like the taste of it, I am not going to eat it. I don't care what you do, what you say. If it doesn't taste right, I'm not going to put it in my mouth. Same token, if it doesn't smell. If it doesn't smell the right way, no, I'm not going to eat it. So we're talking about hunger and we're talking about taste. And believe it or not, what do you think the next one would be? Food security. Now, let's see, for almost 3 years, we were in a pandemic where people did not know where their next meal was coming from. It was amplified during these past 3 years. But we've had food insecurity for much longer, much, much longer time. We just have to make sure that we are using, we are getting adequate food. That is a reality. The next one, cultural traditions. This is one of the strongest influences on our eating habits that we have, including which foods that we eat. Think about it. When you were younger, who taught you how to eat? Who taught you how to prepare the foods that you like to eat? None other than your family. So that's why we eat what we want to eat, what we love to eat, what we have a feeling, it's a dearness to our hearts. The next one, why we eat the way we eat, next reason or factor is our social context. Our attitudes and habits regarding food choices also develop through the interactions with our families, our work families, our friends. It's just, this is where you learn how to have social interaction while you're eating. I know at my home, at the Smith home, we always, when the boys were younger, every day, I didn't care what day of the week it was, Sunday to Sunday, we always sat down and had dinner together. Simply because we wanted to know how we were doing. How was your day? What did you do? Do you want to try and help me prepare food tonight, prepare dinner tonight? Do we want to eat this tonight? So family time became a time around food. Healthy food, not so healthy food. Some nights you may have a prepared meal that you cook, or some nights you may have Chick-fil-A. But it was a social time. And then the last but not least, your psychological factors. The biggest one that we are dealing with right now is stress. Okay. That can create a influence on food that can go either way. You can be so stressed that you don't eat. You can be so stressed that you do eat and maybe overeat. Sometimes we all fall into that game. We all fall into that game. So we have 6 factors that influence our food choices as to why we eat the way we eat. First one is hunger. The next one is taste. The third one is food security. The fourth one is your culture. The fifth one is your social context. And the last one are your psychological factors, such as stress. Now, got a question for you. Just talked about these factors. Why should I just threw this up here? Like, wow, am I doing a full nutrition lesson? No, I'm doing a mini one. And in a mini one, you have to think about some of the things that you need to know when you are trying to eat healthy. Think about this. I need to start reading food labels if I don't already. So the question is, why in the world should we read our food labels? What do they do for us? Well, just in case you don't know or you don't remember, I have a short video that will explain it for you.
Making healthy choices using the nutrition facts label. Choosing a packaged food or beverage that's right for you is easier when you check out the nutrition facts label. It's designed to help you compare foods and make healthy choices. The label has 4 key sections that help you weigh your options: servings, calories, percent daily value, and nutrients. And all this information is at your fingertips. Let's size up servings. Servings per container shows the total number of servings in the entire package or container. Serving size is based on the amount of food that is usually eaten at one time, and the nutrition information listed on the label is usually based on 1 serving. Since packages can and often do contain more than 1 serving, serving size is an important thing to know when you're deciding how much to eat or drink during the day. Let's check out calories. 2,000 calories a day is used as a general guide for nutrition advice, but your calorie needs may be higher or lower depending on your age, sex, height, weight, and the amount of physical activity you get each day. Curious about how many calories you need? Learn your number at choosemyplate.gov/myplateplan. Calories can quickly add up, so here's a tip. 100 calories per serving of an individual food is considered a moderate amount, and 400 calories or more per serving of an individual food is considered high in calories. Let's look at percent daily value and nutrients, 2 sections of the nutrition facts label that work together. The percent daily value, also known as percent DV, can help you figure out if a serving of food is high or low in a nutrient. For example, 5% DV or less of a nutrient per serving is considered low, and 20% DV or more of a nutrient per serving is considered high. You can use percent DV to choose and compare food products. Aim to get less than 100% of the DV of saturated fat, sodium, and added sugars each day. These are nutrients to get less of in your diet overall. Read the labels on packaged foods and drinks to find out all the facts about servings, calories, percent DV, and nutrients. And making healthier choices will be a snap. For more information, visit fda.gov/food.
Now, I hope you got a little something out of that video. Very quick. It was only about 3 minutes long, but it was packed full of information. This is a food label. Okay, I'm just going to go through it so brief, but I want you to try to take some notes or follow along with me. So we're talking about right here. The first thing that they always said, you look at your servings. Look at the serving size. How many servings are there per container? You want to make sure you check on that. That's the first thing you look at. Then you look at your calories. You got to look at your calories. How many calories are you putting in your body? Because that's the fuel that you're putting into your body, right? The next thing that you want to look at, these are the things that you want to try and limit in the yellow. You want to try and limit your fat, especially when they talk about saturated fat and trans fat. We shouldn't have any trans fats because those are man-made fats. They're not good for you. Saturated fats, they're not good for you either. But we want to make sure if you're going to have some, it should not be a lot. Okay. Cholesterol, we really want to lower that intake. Sodium, we have to lower that intake. If you I just want to make sure that you understand 470 milligrams of sodium is very high. That is literally 20% of your daily value. Your daily value is based on 100. If you have 20% already in just one food group, you're going to be in trouble for the rest of the day. Okay. One thing that you want to make sure you try and get enough of are your dietary fibers. That's going to help cleanse your colon. Your other nutrients such as your vitamins and your minerals. You want to make sure that you get enough of those. The percent daily value, again, quickly, is where you are looking at if it is 5% or less, that is low, which is a good sign. If it's 20% or more, it is on the high side. And that is something that you want to try to bring down. This particular item, I probably wouldn't buy it. I probably would be better off making my own. Okay. Think about, you got to weigh those outcomes. Would you buy this where it has most of it is more than 15 per 10, 15%? I would probably buy my own. Excuse me, I'd probably make my own. Moving quickly. Just want to make sure you understand 4 things that you really got to look at: serving size, calories, your nutrients, and your percent daily value. Okay. Now, with all of that knowledge that you just got, it's like, boom, I just threw it on you very quickly. I started thinking about, wow. So, how do I incorporate my nutrition and my mental? How do I incorporate the nutrition, the physical, the mental? How do I bring them all together? And I'm just sitting here thinking about it. And what happened when I was putting this together, I found this quote by Eckhart Tolle. And it says, in today's rush, we all think too much, we seek too much, we want too much, and forget about the joy of just being. We have forgotten about just being, a part of God's kingdom. We have forgotten about that joy. It's not hard either because we have so much going on. We have so many stressors going on. We have so many things that we just don't understand. And we have got to try to bring it together. I have a few stems that I want you to think about. Here's one of them. I feel most stressed when what happens? When do you feel most stressed? I trigger stress when I don't know, thinking about it. When I read about things that are going on in the news that don't make sense, it's triggered. My stress is triggered. I feel most stressed when something happens that I can't do anything about, especially when it happens to me. When I'm stressed, what do I do? First thing that I do, say a prayer, and then I start singing a song. I've noticed my go-to group right now is Earth, Wind, and Fire, right? I love Earth, Wind, and Fire. And then I jump into Marvin Sapp. So when I'm stressed, I start doing external exercises. But think about this question or this stem. I'm happiest when. Hmm, when am I the happiest? I'm happiest when everything is calm. When everything is calm. When I am able to go outside and do a 3 to 5 mile walk, come back and drink my water, eat my lunch or my dinner, whichever time of day I'm there, that makes me happy. When I can talk to my family, that makes me happy. So just think about these stems and use them whenever you need to. Just so you know, when stress hits you, this is what happens. So when we are stressed, when we feel pressure, as we are now, the one thing that we want to do is try to create some kind of balance in our lives. We want to try and create that balance because what happens when you're unbalanced, when you're out of balance, you know it. You know it. And the only thing you can do is just sit back, sit down, and reflect and relax. Now, I want to teach you something about something called mindfulness. Mindfulness is the ability to be fully present and aware of what you are doing. Not looking at, not thinking about, oh my gosh, what do I have to do now? Oh no, I don't want to do that. Oh, no, just what's happening right here and right now. Excuse my voice. Um, that's what mindfulness is about. I want to show you a video that may give you a little bit more insight as to what we're about to do. I'm going to go through a breathing exercise that helps me tremendously. When I'm at work and the kids are going crazy, asking me question after question after question, I have to step out and say, excuse me one moment, let me do this. Or I will do it for the whole class and bring all of us back to center. So this is what what we are talking about when we say mindfulness. You have to practice it. Okay. These are some of the basic skills of mindfulness. One, you got to set aside time. Nothing works if you don't set aside a time for it. You got to observe the present moment as it is. Do not look for other things to try and get you, to calm you, to try and think about, or no, just where you are at that time. This is the other thing that is hard for us because we always are judgmental. And we are so judgmental of ourselves that we beat ourselves up. And we have to stop doing that. We have to stop doing that. So when you're practicing mindfulness, you got to let all the judgments go. Let it all go. You cannot judge anyone, especially yourself. Then, after you think about, you let those judgments go, you got to return to observing the present moment as it is. You got to observe it again. Say, oh, this is what it's about. Okay. And then the last thing, be kind to that wandering mind, because again, we judge ourselves too harshly. Don't stop judging yourself that harshly. Let some of it go, or just let all of it go, really. I want to show you this video. It may sum it up a little bit better than I did, but I want to also give you time to practice how we breathe and how we bring ourselves back to a center.
There are times when we all experience feelings of stress or anxiety. In these moments, you can use your breath to help calm those feelings. Box breathing is a simple relaxation technique that can help you reset your breath and return to its normal rhythm. You can do it anywhere, anytime. Box breathing can help reduce stress and improve mood. It can also help with controlling and managing emotions. It's very easy to learn. Imagine breathing around a box. Inhale as you visualize going up one side of the box, gradually filling your lungs with air. When you reach the top, hold your breath for 1 to 5 seconds as you picture going across the top of the box. Exhale gradually as you imagine traveling down the other side of the box. Pause again for 1 to 5 seconds as you go along the bottom of the box. Then repeat. This can be done 7 to 10 times in a row, focusing on the breath. If you can do it sitting down with your feet grounded, that will help too. But really, it can be done anywhere. Box breathing has physiological and psychological benefits. Physiologically, it regulates breath, increases oxygen to the lungs, and can help reduce blood pressure and lower heart rate. Box breathing can help psychologically by providing focus to your breath and removing attention from the things that are causing feelings of stress and anxiety. The repetition of box breathing can also help reduce stress. So, in moments when feelings of stress and anxiety are overwhelming, remember box breathing and the power of your breath as a simple way to relax and breathe a bit easier.
Are you ready? We're going to try it. We're going to try and see how it works. Here we go. Remember, breathe in 4, breathe in 5 counts, hold it, and breathe out 5. Relax. Breathe in 5, hold it, breathe out. So here we go. In, out. Breathe in, hold it, out. Breathe in. Hold. And out. Hold. And in. Hold. And out. Hold. How did that happen? I feel a whole lot better just with that short time. It gives you that openness. Now, just as we said, mindfulness, the breathing of mindfulness to bring you back to center, to stop thinking about every little thing. There is also this thing called mindfulness eating or mindful eating. You were doing this when you were younger. When we were younger, our parents would always tell us, take your time and eat. Stop rushing. Enjoy your food. Let's talk. Let me hear what went on yesterday in class. What did the teacher say? What are you doing? What are you involved in? These are just some of the thought patterns for mindful eating. Mindful eating gives you an alternative to being quick fast. We are always on the go, gotta microwave it here, sit down and eat it quick, run out and go. No, mindful eating means you actually have your food on a plate, sit at a table, and you start eating, enjoying your food, being present in your food, being present with whoever your partner is. You actually start appreciating your food and everything that is on your plate. Taking your time to eat slowly without distractions, listening to the hunger cues. Remember, one of the factors that we have is being hungry. That's why we eat what we eat or eat the way that we eat, because we're hungry. If you listen to your body, it will tell you when it's hungry. And when you start eating slowly, you are filling your body up. You need to make sure that you are engaging all of your senses by looking and noticing the colors, the smells, the sounds of your food. When you break bread, when you pour milk over your cereal, whatever you're doing, the textures and the flavors. That's how we mindfully eat. We start appreciating our food. We listen to our bodies. We allow ourselves to actually eat properly. Going back to some of those old time sayings, sit down and take your time and eat. It's not so bad. That is mindful eating. So we've talked about two things: mindfulness and the breathing exercises. And then we're talking about mindful eating. Now, another technique or another tip, something that we really don't do: sleep. As an adult, we actually need anywhere between 7.5 to 8 hours of sleep every night. Not 4, not 5, but literally 7.5. Your body needs that time to rest, to replenish, to rejuvenate. Children, they're going to try and get their 9 hours or 12 hours, whichever one it is, especially the younger kids, anywhere between 6 and 12. Teenagers, anywhere between 8 and 10 hours a night. That's where they usually fall. As adults, it gets a little bit less, but the quality of our sleep, that's what we're looking for. The quality of our sleep. Okay. So the next tip, sleeping well. So far we have breathing, mindfulness breathing. We have mindfulness eating, and then we have sleeping well. Then we have this thing that everyone loves to do, especially me, exercise. Believe it or not, we need at least 60 minutes of exercise per day. 60 minutes. I mean, you can get away with 30. You can get away with 30, but we really need to move our bodies at least 60 minutes a day. You gotta find 1 hour, just one. I challenge you to find 1 hour a day to stay active. Okay? Run up the stairs. I'm just thinking out the box. Run up and down the stairs. Walk outside, walk around your house. If you walk outside, just stand there and look. Be mindful. Haha. Thought I wasn't going to throw that in there, didn't you? Our next tip. A lot of times we may have so much stress going on and we don't know how to handle it. Adults, we always think that we know everything or we got it going. We're good. We're good. We don't need to talk to anybody. I'm good. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm good. Not all the time. Sometimes you just need someone else to bounce information off of, to bounce your feelings off of, to bounce everything that's going on in your mind. Find an adult find a friend, find another adult that you trust. And guess what? Just talk. Doesn't have to be about that subject, but literally just talking. During the pandemic, it was very hard for people to talk, but we found a way. It was like, let me call and check on somebody. Let me call and check on my auntie. Let me call and check on my brother. Let me call and check on my sister. Let me check on my sister-in-law. Let me check on my sons. Just talking can relieve some of that stress. So far, we have how many tips? We have mindfulness breathing. We have mindful eating. We have sleeping. We have exercise. And we have talking. It's 5 so far, right? Remember, you got to choose one. Just one. Think about it. How about this one? Just making time for fun. Doing something that makes you feel good. Turning on a song and just start dancing. Cleaning your house, organizing your bedroom. I'm trying to think of different things that may make you feel good and give you some fun and joy. Everybody is very different. Some people, I have a friend who is an organizer that gives her total joy. I have a friend that just loves to cook, total joy. I have a friend that loves to plan out things, total joy. I have a friend that loves to just go out and run, total joy. Just have fun. So that's number 6. The next one, I can't emphasize this even more. Get outside. Log off, shut down, and get outside. Green space is great. Green space is great. Use it. It's here for a reason. Use it. It's here for a reason. Breathing in that beautiful, beautiful air, the fresh air. When you stay inside your house all the time, it gets stagnant. Go outside. The sun may be out there. The rain is right now, the rain is out, but the sun is out, the rain is out. Whatever is out there, enjoy it. You don't have to be a prolific writer. Just get a book, get a notebook, open it up, get a pen, and just start writing. How do you feel? Write for 10 minutes, free write. Once you've written it down, close it up and put it away. Come back to it later and say, oh, that's the headspace I was in then. Got it. Looks good. Works for me. So I've just given you a few tips now. I think it may be 7. Mindfulness breathing, mindful eating, sleeping, um, talking it out, exercise, writing, getting outside, and just having fun. Oh my goodness, that's 8. Didn't even realize it. I am here just to help you understand how we bridge our nutrition with our bodies, our minds, and our bodies and our souls. We have to bridge those together so that we can begin to take ourselves out of this rut and move into some place where we feel much better about what we are doing, whose we are, and who are we doing it for. So let's think about this. I gave you eight techniques. Which one are you going to try this week? Which one? I don't know. I think I already do the mindfulness breathing. I already do that periodically. I mean, literally throughout the week. I will do the exercise. So I may increase it. I'm going to try and get out a little bit more. I'm going to have fun. That's me. I love to have fun. But think about it. Which one are you going to do? Write it down. Make sure you try it. Hopefully, we'll be able to see each other and you'll be able to tell me, Tina, you know what? I tried one of your techniques and it worked. It helped me just think about who I am and whose I am. Remember, when you are trying to take care of your temple, you've got to think about how God wanted you to do that. And I'll go back to 1 Corinthians. Or do you not know that your body is a temple of the Holy Spirit within you, whom you have from God? You are not your own, for you were bought with a price. So go out and glorify God in your body. It takes time. It takes time. I am giving you a few resources. I just have a resource list here for you. I want to make sure that you have everything that you need to try to bridge this gap so that you can take care of your temple. I will also tell you that this YouTube clip is very, very good. She gives you 4 steps to live mindfully. How do you relax yourself? Also, this young man right here, excellent breathing techniques. Just Me. This is his website. Go to it. You will love it. Great for kids, young adults, adults, teens, everybody. Also, article about mindful eating. And then also, how much sleep do you really need? Tells you right here. We need those 7 to 8 hours. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you. God bless you. I feel so blessed to be able to have done this for you this evening, this day, excuse me. Um, and I want you to be blessed and remember wellness equals balance in all areas of life. Be blessed. Have a great day.